Hi guys, I'm Andy Moss from Moss Technical and I'm the UK distributor for Niko Home Control products in the UK. Now I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of what's possible with Niko Home Control because there are lots of benefits that can be achieved by wiring your house in this different method of wiring, a method of wiring we refer to generally as smart home technology. These are benefits such as energy saving, flexibility, future-proofing your home, added safety and added security. So there are lots of benefits that can be achieved over the conventional electrical installation. So the demonstration that I'm going to give you is quite simply a security benefit just as a deterrent when somebody comes to your door. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. If you want to know how I've achieved that, then take a look at our YouTube channel. I'll put the link at the end, and the full demonstration and programming will be on there, which you'll see if you take a look is very, very simple. Enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to give you the quick demonstration now where we're using Niko Home Control in conjunction with our SONOS speakers to give you a security deterrent when you're not in the house. So here we come to the door with our delivery. Ring the doorbell. Oh, and there's our great big dog barking away through our speakers. Okay guys, so here's our floor plan. This is our Niko Home Control 2 programming software. This is a finished house effectively that we're adding this doorbell operation to. The area in question is the hall, so I'm just going to zoom into the hall and I'm just going to walk you through this area because there's a few things on here already. Things like dimmable lighting circuits. If I just zoom in there, you can see there's a dimmable lighting circuit. There's a 2-button switch by the front door. There's a SONOS player already. There's thermostat and heating and a dimmable light representing the downlighters. And each of these players represents the whole circuit. So that's the whole circuit of downlighters in the hall area. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to add a player in at the front door. So I'm going to select the front door and I'm going to click Add Players. Now, because this is a push button doorbell, a traditional style doorbell that we're interfacing with Niko, we need to interface it. So what we're going to do is we're going to select a generic control and the push button interface as a 4-volt push button switch. So if I just move that to near the front door, this is an interface which I've shown in a previous video on Facebook, where you can interface any push button, whether it's a weatherproof switch, a metal clad switch, or whether it's in this example, a doorbell, to interface with the Niko Home Control bus cabling. So the connection number 1 is the one we're concerned with. These all default to what we call short press. Now, short press means if you tap the button the first time, one thing will happen. If you tap it again, another thing will happen. But we need to change it to a push button mode. Okay, so the push button mode is the doorbell. So that's the first thing we need to do. Then what we can do then is we add another player, and we need to add an output now. So our output we'll add in the hall, and we can add an on-off output, which is we'll call it an other switch device. Now, this is going to be our chime, and this chime is connected back to our switching module. Okay, so I'm just going to call this bell chime. And this is the bell chime in the location hall. So what we need to do before we go too much further into the programming is we need to assign that to a module, and this is the module that the item is physically connected to. So if I click up the top on Fill Cabinets, then I know that if I select to view my modules, you'll see at the bottom here we've got switch module S1, and I know that I've connected this bell chime to output number 3. Okay, so I've physically connected it and I've told the software where it's connected to. So if we come back to create, then what I need to do is I need to make the bell chime when I press the button, and the way that I do that is I select a basic action and I select the push button interface input number 1 and I select my bell chime. Now, because I've selected this as a push button mode on that particular button, when I press the button, it's going to go bing. When I release the button, it's going to go bong. Okay, so the functionality that I want to achieve here is that if I'm in the house, I just want the doorbell to go bing bong. If I'm not in the house, though, I want the doorbell to go bing bong. I'd like the dog to bark through the speakers, and I'd like to get a message on my smartphone to say that someone's at the door. So that I want that message to come through to me anywhere in the world. So the first thing I need to do is I need to give it a time schedule. So I've got a number of time schedules in here already. I'm going to add a new schedule, and this schedule I'm going to call 0800 to 17, oops, to 1700, sorry, finger trouble, 1700 Monday to Friday. So normal office hours. So I'm going to select weekly, and I'm going to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock, 1700. Okay, so 8 till 5 on a Monday to Friday, normal working hours. Okay, so because we're integrating SONOS with Niko Home Control, we need to be able to select the track that we want to play, and the track is going to be the barking dog track, which we'll select from Spotify. So before we can actually do the action that makes all this work in a second or two, we need to go into our SONOS app, and we need to add the barking dog track to our to my SONOS in my favorites. So I'm going to do that now. So we select SONOS, then we select our track and we go into search. In the search bar we type barking dog. Now I'm using Spotify, and Spotify has got over 15 million tracks, so there's a barking dog sound effect, and I'm just going to add that to my SONOS, and it's added that track to my SONOS. Okay, so let's make all this work together now. We need to add a conditional action because we don't want this happening every time. We only want this particular operation to happen when we're not in the house. So we need to be able to differentiate between being in and being out. And I've already pre-programmed an all-off action, and that all-off action is performed by pressing the right-hand button of this button here, this wall control, as we go out. So when we press the right hand button, it performs an all-off function which turns all our lights off, turns all our speakers off, and turns our heating down, so it saves us energy. So that's a good way to differentiate whether we're in or we're out. Alternatively, we could do that by arming or disarming an alarm system that's integrated with Niko, or there's a number of ways of doing that. And I add that conditional action, and I'll give it a name, notification and barking dog when not in, and doorbell press. Okay, so we give it a name that just means something. So I want to say that if I'm out, all has been activated. So these are my conditional players. So if I'm out and the chime is on, so in other words the button the doorbell has gone bing, you need to first of all change it to an AND gate at the top. So it's if the house is off, has been activated, and the chime has been activated as well, and it's within a time schedule of Monday to Friday 8 till 5. Okay, so there's 3 conditional players here. First of all, I've got to be out. Second of all, the doorbell's got to be pressed. I want to select my SONOS player. I want to play. And my last, and what I want to do is my saw, and there it is, barking dog. And that has pulled it from my SONOS playlist, my SONOS. Okay. I also want to add a notification. I want to type a message that says someone is at the front door. Okay, so now I'll get a message. Put my phone. Okay. I want to stop this dog barking noise after 20 seconds. So I can select reuse player, select the speaker in the hall, and then I want to say speaker off after a delay of 20 seconds. So in other words, my barking dog's only going to go off for 20 seconds, which should be enough to deter somebody. Otherwise, do nothing. So just to reiterate, if and it's Monday to Friday 8 till 5, then operate my barking dog track at 100% volume and then turn it off 20 seconds later and send me a push notification to say someone's at the door. Easy peasy.
Okay guys, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like what you saw, then give us a call, 01656 746 766, or take a look at our website, homecontrol.uk.com. On YouTube, if you like it, then give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll get lots more videos posted for you to see.